Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig life billar, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunna ge förut. Det finns ju ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för det, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss.
Everybody mic on?
Yes, we are. We're live.
You hear me?
We're live at the Kickback. We're back. We're your hosts.
Yeah.
I'm Jason Rose.
And I'm Marcus Jones, a.k.a. Neiman Marcus. Follow me on all social medias.
Yes, our social medias too for our actual podcast, the Kickback Vegas, all social media platforms. Make sure you follow the YouTube, the all Kickback Vegas. Like and subscribe.
And comment.
Appreciate
too.
it. And comment.
Engagement is real.
100%. Send us questions too. So we got a great show for you guys today. Super excited. Super excited. We got our first guest today. It's a good friend of mine. It's funny because, like I said, going back to how we started this whole thing, me and him met at a Kickback.
Right.
I kind of met this guest at a Kickback as well, and she was one of the first people that kind of just threw it in my ear, like, you should do a podcast. We used to do these little hookah sessions. Shout out to Latrell. We were at Latrell's house.
Shout out Latrell.
And we used to have these hookah sessions, and, you know, we had some deep talks, and that's kind of how it came about. But without further ado, we have Christina Tyler. Her IG is at STAYNABBY. We'll add it up later, whatever. Make sure y'all follow her. But yes, Christina Tyler.
Hi, guys. I'm excited. To be here.
We're excited to have you.
Definitely.
For sure. Why don't you go ahead and kind of introduce yourself real quick, what you do, and pretty much like that. Just quick stuff, you know.
I'm Christina. My nickname is Stana, baby.
Yeah,
it is.
30 years old. Right now I'm working at Marquee Day Club and Moxie Ultra Lounge as a bartender.
Mm-hmm. You ever get tired?
Have to.
Yeah. You ever get tired? Do you not like sleep?
I'm hitting 30 and now I feel that.
Yeah, that's
welcome. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the 30 Club.
What y'all didn't see was she was loading up a fucking energy drink in her drink earlier. She already tired. We lucky to even get on this podcast.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously you work in the industry. Is there one you like more than the other? Do you prefer one? That hookah lounge that's off of Spring Mountain, right?
I definitely like Marquee Day Club. I love the company as a whole.
Word.
We just have more opportunity to work doubles and different venues.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marquee is probably one of my favorite places to go to as well, but I don't go there as much, if I'm being honest. I feel like I'm always at EBC and
Dre's.
Yeah, Dre's.
Yeah, always Dre's. Dre's always.
I actually was just at Marquee. I just saw you. It was funny, but I'm rarely there. I'm probably there like twice a year. For being an independent promoter that can go anywhere, it's kind of crazy. I'm only there like twice a year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
At Marquee.
Obviously, I go where my clients go, and I guess a lot of my clients don't like going to Marquee.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sucks because Marquee's dope. It's a dope vibe for sure. It's one of the original clubs too. You know what I mean?
Oh, in
yeah,
Las Vegas?
For sure.
Yeah,
Marquee was one of the biggest clubs. I think right before Omnia opened, Marquee was like the it spot, right?
Yeah. And now it's building the dome in October.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
So night pool parties, which is wild.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Like club culture. When I was like 21, like everyone had to dress in like.
Oh man.
Like
work. Dress code was stupid.
The tie and the
yes. You couldn't wear hats. I mean, girls can wear whatever they want.
I'm talking about you had to have slacks, like collar shirt, everything. We all look like business casual. I'm 32. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like
you don't remember those
when I first started going to the club. I'm talking about suit vest, sweater vest, everything. That's wild, yo. That was a nasty era. Like we all like business casual in the club.
And you know,
the girls
and you know, when we was 21, we didn't believe in fitted clothes. So our suits were big as shit.
Yeah, big ass jeans and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfucker wasn't fucking with nothing, no Timbs, nothing. I'm talking you had to have dress shoes on.
That's insane.
It hurt.
Well, here's the crazy thought. Like the crazy thought though, right? Is like you heard what she just said. She was like, I was like, you don't remember those times? She's like, nah. That's what like. There's no. But what I'm saying is that's like the equality with men and women. There is no equality when it comes to the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like girls can wear whatever they want as long as they look hot. But the guys, they were trying to, you know, I don't know what if it was like they didn't want it to be too ghetto or whatever. Like, yo, no hats.
100%.
You gotta wear dress shoes. You gotta wear button ups. Like, god damn. But it's chilled a lot now. You can kind of wear whatever you want.
Yeah,
now.
definitely. Yes.
I feel like I started partying late.
Really?
Did you?
Yeah. I didn't even go to Marquee until I worked there.
Damn. Well,
Yeah.
Wait a minute, how long have you been working there?
It's been since 2019.
2019. Word. Okay.
So
Started off at nightclub first.
Yeah.
was that when what do they even call that shit? The boom boom room?
The boombox.
The boom box.
The boombox.
The boom boom room. Is
Yo,
hilarious.
you ever been to Marquee? Like,
Nah, I don't think
so.
so.
Like I said
I
before,
really don't think so.
when it was the top nightclub, bro, they even had a boombox room, which was like straight hip hop.
Okay.
So people that didn't want to listen to that EDM crap, you know what I'm saying? Like they could just go to the whatever. But now that's just it's not even open.
It's open sometimes.
Yeah. When they feel like
Special events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Stina, baby. Let's get to the real question. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into some, obviously for anybody, I think I get that question a lot too. When people find out I work in the club, they're like, oh, I heard those girls make a lot of money and like, how do I get in there and stuff like that. So, let's just talk about, you working at Marquee a little bit more. Can you talk about your career progression and how you got into bartending and the journey you took to get to where you are now?
Let's see. I started the industry, I want to say 10 years ago. I started off at a restaurant first.
Yeah.
And then just worked my way up. I was a hostess. I was serving at a steakhouse. And then my first industry job was Blue Martini.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Legendary.
I love Blue Martini. It never gets old, honestly.
No matter what. We always
That's
end up at Blue.
that's like the
biggest selling
local
there,
hotspot. You know what I mean? When it comes to like going out,
Yeah, it's consistent.
it is. So what did you do there? You were.
I was a cocktail server there, never drank.
Uh-huh.
And then once I started working there, I started drinking and knowing my liquor.
Hell
I got introduced.
experience.
Yeah. So what made you switch from cocktail server to bartending though? Or like how did that even come about?
She grew up.
See,
Servers make money though.
they make way more money than bartenders.
Really?
Yes, bottle service.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right.
I'm dealing with like single guests. So,
Sometimes
Right.
a lot.
Right.
but I like boundaries. So I don't like to be touched. I don't like to be, I don't like to have that pressure of, oh man, I have this table for 3 hours
Right, exactly.
and they're being mean to me and I have to take care of them.
That's wild.
Got you. So what happens when like at the bar you get mean people? Do you just say fuck off type shit or like you still got to serve them?
We definitely have more control, especially if they're intoxicated. We normally just cut them off
Yeah.
It'd be like, yeah.
or get security and say, hey, he's harassing me.
Damn. Have you been harassed before? Like, do you have a story right
I've
there?
been punched in the
You've been
face.
punched.
In the what?
In the face.
In the face.
Cocktailing.
Over what?
Sunday at Blue Martini.
Oh.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this right now because
Well, you don't work for them no more. Do
It's
you?
been a while.
long story short, I was just talking to my guest and then this female with a group of people walked in between us.
What the?
He was like, what the fuck, bitch? You can't go around. And then immediately she just looked at him and was like, what the fuck did you say? What did you say? And yeah. And then like her sister, they just wanted to, like, he knew immediately that he was wrong and he didn't say it again. But she was just wild up and her sister was just looking at me up and down. And then I like scooted over and then she was like, do you have a problem with my sister? And I'm like, I just scooted over.
It's a bunch of drunk people.
You know,
It's ridiculous.
exactly. And then she was like, no, you got a problem with my sister? And then she punched me in the face.
Damn.
Yeah. And I just quit my
punched her
other
back?
job where I was like, I couldn't really defend myself. And there was
Oh, right.
5, 6 of them. And I was like, I'm not trying to get jumped right now at work.
Which is wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the people want to know the real hard hitting questions. You know what I'm saying? And you know I'm gonna ask them. You know what I'm saying? So
Let's go.
With you working nightlife and things like that, like how is dating for you? Is it hard? Is it easy? Is it medium? Like how does it go with you? You know, having to be at work from Thursday to Sunday, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it definitely expanded my perspective on people by just like connecting with different kinds of people.
AKA,
You know what I mean?
you like white men now. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, what? What?
AKA, I like white men now. I'm tripping.
What? How is that a big switch? That's a big switch up.
It opened up my perspective. You know what I'm saying?
No, it opened up my perspective on like a lot of people go here as tourists, right?
Gotcha.
And I feel like you meet different kinds of people from, you know, either a bachelor party, for business, for whatever the case may be.
Right.
You make connections with people, and it just broadened my, I guess, what I really want.
Sound like white boys to me. She said all that. I'm
I
like,
think
just
you're
say white
assuming.
man.
You're assuming.
Is he wrong though?
No.
Nah, I'm just joking.
I was gonna say, do you feel like working in industry taints you though, from the shit that you see? Because like I
Yes.
said, like obviously I take care,
1000%.
take care of a lot of bachelor parties. And this is the
1000%.
crazy part. I take care of a lot of bachelor and bachelorette parties. I actually think the bachelorette parties are worse. And obviously, there's crazy shit that you see with guys, and I don't know if it's a double standard. I don't want it to sound like that, but a lot of the times, you know, it's expected of men to do what they do. You know, I got clients that are taking rings off and whatever, they do what they do.
Still isn't right.
Yeah, definitely not right. But the crazy part is, I feel like I'm always shocked when I see a bachelor party.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the craziest things I seen was like I said, I had a bachelorette party. I walked them into Omnia. They had a table. They bought a table and everything. And she was wearing all white. She had a sash that said bride to be. And I promise you, within 45 minutes, this chick made out with 3 different guys. And then an hour later, she leaves. I'm talking about the DJ hasn't even come on yet. She's like, yo, Jason, we good for tomorrow for the pool party? I'm like, yeah, why are you leaving? The DJ ain't even come on yet.
Right.
I got to go get some dick. She left with a 4th guy that she wasn't even making out with yet. So when I see shit like that, I'm like, damn, that shit's crazy. Moral of the story is, like, if you're about to get married, they better go to South Dakota for the bachelor party. bachelor party.
South Dakota.
Applebee's on Friday.
Applebee's on
2
Friday.
for 1 special. That's it. And take your ass home.
Yeah.
Maybe a little arts and crafts.
I know, for real.
Ain't no way you coming to Vegas. Ain't no
Do you feel like that that kind of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? That kind of message with your trust because of the things you've seen?
I feel like I built more of a strong barrier. Like I've been exposed to a lot, so now it's like it doesn't faze me.
Right.
But what is more authentic is not here in Vegas.
That's what I'll be telling them. I'm like, Vegas.
I have to say it. I
It's real.
have to.
It's like the Vegas, Miami, LA, Houston. Your soulmate isn't there, bro. I'm telling you. Especially if you're somewhat attractive,
I don't
getting
wanna-
money.
I don't want to close that door off
Look,
to
look,
people.
look.
I really don't. I don't.
I feel like I'm so against with y'all. I'm on the opposite side of that.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like you could go to South Dakota and there's still going to be motherfuckers that
South
cheat on you.
Dakota.
Exactly.
Nah, Houston. What? Houston is Vegas. Miami is Vegas. It's the same setup.
No.
Oh, I'm just saying,
But
South
yeah.
Dakota has no
Of
setup.
course.
But, no,
Yes.
but those guys will still cheat on you. That's what I'm saying. There's cheaters everywhere. You think you're going to go to South Dakota?
There's cheaters everywhere.
100%.
A man is only as faithful as his options. So
That's what he says.
if he don't get no hoes, of course he gonna love you and be up under you. You know what I'm saying? But as an attractive male, if I really want to take a woman serious, I have to erase my Instagram. I have to.
That's
It's too much.
That's crazy.
It's too much.
It's a big step.
I'm not even joking. It's too much. The access is so close and so easy. It's too
Yeah.
much. And then
So when a
women
girl-
are watching you take good care of your girl,
Yeah.
and they want that, and they willing to
Yeah.
risk it all.
Social
just
media.
So
for
let
that.
me ask you this.
Talk to me. I talk back.
How do you feel about females having a lot of followers? Because that's big. That's
red
big
flag?
nowadays
Right.
for career wise,
So,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
I also mentioned this on a previous podcast. I don't care about the followers you have; it's about who you follow. So
Yes.
your actual who you follow can't be more than 600. If it's in the 1100, 1200, I already know. You know what I'm saying?
You already know what.
I already know.
What do you know?
what you
but
about.
What exactly do you
Yeah,
know?
what do you
I
know?
already know. You know what I'm saying? Like you out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you with the shit. Where it's like when you follow, you know what I'm saying? Like less than like 600. Those are friends, high school friends. Maybe you had a few jobs, so you following them. Mix them, with a couple more people that you met along the way. That's cool. But if you following like 1,200 people, you don't know 1,200 people, shorty. So that just tells me that anybody with a verified check, you follow them immediately right back, and that's OD to me. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you something,
Really?
man.
Respectful.
Let me ask you something.
Respectfully,
things.
but
You just broke that down, right?
Talk to me.
Not knowing, I just looked up her Instagram. She's following. She following 2,000 people,
Look.
bro. So are you trying to say she a bad
I
person?
ain't mean that. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to up the limit to 2,100 people. We solid now? No, but
Christina's
I
solid.
get it though, because like
We work in the industry.
You work in the industry. Hey, follow me. Okay, I'll follow you back. Da, da, da. So you probably don't even see 80% of what people are posting.
Yeah.
Because you follow so many.
Do you know all 2,107 people you're following?
I do.
Every single one.
Probably there's like a few that's companies that I support.
Oh,
but
got you.
other than that, yes, like people from my childhood
Damn.
and just networking and hanging out with them.
But I also feel like you could go in that list and probably take about half of them out. You know what I'm saying? You've never DM'd them, or they might have DM'd you. You never responded back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could probably go down and
but that's me as an individual. If I want to choose that, and then if my partner doesn't agree with that, I feel like that's a you problem at the end of the day.
That's crazy.
That's how I feel like if you accept your partner for who they are, you're accepting them as an individual. You shouldn't want to control, or I guess you could say, I don't want to say manipulate, but that's just my opinion.
I gotta side with her on that. Just 'cause, obviously, I work in the industry too, so
Right. So
I'm gonna have to deal with women. It's a tough, like, the job is hard, right? Like, for girls sometimes to date them because they're worried about me being around females, and
all the time,
I have to be
right.
around females, unfortunately. You know what I mean?
especially in
Especially hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Most,
especially
that's why I'm
now.
Especially hosts.
That's why I'm independent.
Because there's like I tell everyone too, you know what I mean? Like, there's a new rotation of people coming in Las Vegas every Thursday and Friday. There's a new
People from all over the world.
bad bitch coming in every Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
A new nigga with the Cuban link in her wrist every Thursday, Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
It's
she only like white boys, remember?
Nah, she did. I
No
feel
Cuban
like
link.
I've expanded my horizon and opened up to any possibilities.
That's so funny.
I'm just talking shit.
I don't
to
think
you.
I've ever dated a white.
Wasn't he half white?
What's his
Is
name?
Italian
Adam.
white?
Yes, that is. Well,
It's like spicy
Like
white.
half
It's like spicy.
white?
no, Italian is
Spicy
cultured.
white. I feel
Italian
like
is
I
cultured
like
white.
to date mixed people that
Light skins, basically.
No, she
Are you
likes.
a colorist as
She
well?
likes something.
Jason is a colorist.
I'm not a colorist.
He didn't want to get dark one summer, so he stayed in the house. You remember?
I
that
think it's
story
a
he told
Filipino
about
culture thing.
Yeah.
colorist.
I don't know. No, I don't mind getting dark. I honestly get more compliments when I'm darker, so I don't mind it. I pull more girls.
I fucking
I don't mind it. Like, I'm definitely not.
funny as hell.
But I was gonna say, I don't think she's a colorist, but I do feel like she likes. I know we've had this talk in the past, right? Where, and you can kind of go more into it. Like, you can't really see yourself. You want to like have almost like a different culture, right? To adding to your culture, so you would never date somebody that's of your culture. Almost. That makes sense.
I feel like my perspective changed. I just don't want to be closed off. Period. But I definitely want to be more open to culture, and especially me being mixed. I think it's intriguing to learn about another culture,
Definitely.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And not a lot of people follow that.
Yeah.
They could just be, Jamaican and not know their culture. They're
Are you
just
Jamaican?
born- No.
Oh. That's funny. I thought you were gonna say, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you don't have Jamaican, have da da da. All right, so look, I got a question for you too. Like, so as far as we're on the dating topic and things like that. Like, what is your type of men that you sought after? You know what I mean? Like, is there a certain? Does he look a certain way? You know what I mean?
To be honest, I really don't know my type.
Wow.
They're all different.
Yeah.
No, but I do like height for sure.
Oh no, here we go.
Like five,
Like
no 5,
6'2" and
6,
above.
6.
Yeah.
You said 6'2" and above, or 6
Like
feet?
6 feet. 6'2" and
Oh.
above, yeah.
That's crazy.
So you already know this coming.
Talk
What
to me.
happens if you meet a guy that's 5'10", 5'11"? Okay, how tall are you?
5'4".
5'4". Okay, so it's not too
And
hard. to
heels
be
like
taller than you.
5'7".
Got you. So let's say you just meet a guy that's taller than you, but he doesn't hit the 6'2" mark, but he does everything that you. He checks off everything else on your list.
Flowers, kiss you, I love
You know,
you.
treat
Be
you
my
well.
mama, everything.
Yeah.
Did good, everything. Pause.
Are you still closed off?
So you said he's sick. Wait,
So he's not 6'2", but he's still taller than you. He's still taller than you.
5'10".
Yeah. And he checks off a lot of the other boxes, except he just not 6'2". Are you closed off?
No.
Yeah.
Right.
But I feel like, how would that person even get an opportunity if you're checking him off rip based off physical? So you see he's
Just
not
off the
6'2".
vibe.
Yeah, but I'm saying, will he even have an opportunity to talk to you? Because you see him immediately, he's not 6'2". It's just like, look, I'm not wasting my time.
You just turn your head automatically, which is crazy, dog.
I don't know. I feel like everyone changes.
What does that
Right?
mean?
Everyone changes their
Oh,
what
right,
they
right,
want.
right.
You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
So
We just talked about that too.
that's 100% real because you can map out who you want on paper. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But that person might not look nothing like what you actually want and need. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then if you do have a type, sometimes you can run into the same person.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So all the dudes that are 6'2" might act a certain way. You know what I mean? Might look a certain way. Da da da. You know what I'm saying?
fuck boys.
Whether
Yeah.
it's just like,
See?
when
Aren't you tired of getting hurt, girl?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I
Don't get
mean?
hurt.
But you know what I mean?
Oh.
But my short kings, you know what I'm saying? We out here. We thugging it, you know what I'm saying? We
Short
moving
kings.
around, you know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. You know what I mean? So yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
That's
it's dope. We actually just had a podcast where we were talking about like standards or whatever, or deal breakers. Obviously, I brought up a scenario where I was talking about like a girl that I was recently interested in or whatever didn't want to have kids, but at first it was like a deal breaker because I want to have kids, right? But as we continued to hang out as friends and got to know her, I was like, man, you know what? I really enjoy her non-sexual companionship, and I feel like for men, that's the biggest thing, the biggest indicator of what makes that person want to pursue a woman, right? Like sexually, that's given, right? Like any guy can look at a girl and be like, she's hot. But does he enjoy her non-sexual companionship? That's what indicates he wants to be, I'm going to pursue her and actually be in a relationship with her. So I actually was just like, you know what? I guess I don't really want a kid, have a kid, or like, I don't care to have a kid if that means I can, pursue her or whatever. Obviously it didn't work out, whatever. But, everything happens for a reason. But I get what you're saying. Like sometimes things change and you're willing to like, get rid of whatever you call it, a standard, expectation, depending on the vibes.
Expectation, yeah.
Yeah, that shit real. Especially when you have kids. I got 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So it's like sometimes no shade. It's not a shade thing. You know what I'm saying? As a man with 2 kids, I understand, you know what I mean, what I can and can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I feel like women with kids, little, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? Based off what you got going on, this might be, you know what I mean?
Bro, what are you talking about,
You know what I
man?
mean? With the whoop.
So Christina,
I
could
get it.
you break it down? Would you be able to date a guy that had kids?
Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, actually. I feel like right after my breakup, I felt like I was attracting baby daddies.
Isn't it crazy what you attract?
But for some reason, I was like, man, I think they're, somewhat responsible because they have another life to take care
Of course.
So it's like they've already reached that level
Of maturity.
in their life of maturity.
All right, so question for you then, right? Okay, say
So I'm not opposed to that.
you meet a man with kids, right? Does how his baby mama look affect if you gonna mess with him or not? Meaning, like, if she bad or she like
A doodle mama.
you know what I mean? Like, damn, like you just fucking anything, you know what I'm saying? Or like if you just so happen to see his baby mama and she baddie, you be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, is that like a factor?
I feel like you can make that even generalize it even more and just any
What do you mean?
ex.
Elaborate that.
All right, so you meet a guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has kids, right? Boom. You see his baby mama. His baby mama like out of shape, like bald head, like you know what I mean? Like just ain't got shit going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Ain't got shit going for her. Like, do you be like, damn, like how is she your type and I'm your type at the same time? Ain't no
That's a
fucking
good question.
Or same thing. You meet a guy, he got kids, da da da. You see his baby moms. She look good, she bad. You like, oh, okay. He has standards. He know what he got going on, da da da. Like the baby mama thing, like, how can I put it? Like, does that matter to you, basically? Like, what the baby mom look like?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. I feel like they once shared something and he obviously cared for her or not cared.
Right.
Let's say they accidentally had this baby and
Facts.
it's a chapter in their life in the past.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring up the past.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk about it, but
Yeah.
we don't have to,
Yeah.
bring it up and
Right.
know.
Yeah.
But like to elaborate with his question, I think in general too, like if you can see every person that you're the guy you're talking to, if you can see every girl he's ever talked to, does that ever affect you and at all? Like if you just see a bunch of like, I mean, yeah, like okay,
Or
in
baddies.
two aspects. So let's say, for example, like every ex looks just like you. Does that throw you off, or is if every ex is like ugly or doesn't look nothing like you?
I'll definitely be like, damn, he has a type for sure.
Yeah.
I've actually had that happen where I was like, wait a minute, it's all light skins. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you have a type.
Yeah, well, I mean, you ain't chocolate now. What you mean? I feel like you in that same little realm, ain't you? A light skin curly head. If I seen one, am I blind? Let me know if I'm blind. No, I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit.
But no, I feel like it's natural to have, I mean, everyone has it, men
Yeah.
and women have insecurities.
Yeah.
But I don't let it affect me.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Shouldn't,
good.
you
Yeah.
know, right? If you saw a an ex of mine
Yeah.
or whoever you're dating and they're like a model or they're a billionaire, how would you feel?
That would make me feel better because it's like, okay, you was dating billionaires, da da da. So I gotta have something going on for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've been through that, right? So I'm dating women. Oh yeah, basketball this, NFL this. I'm like, I don't look nothing like none of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you still here with me on the couch chilling. You know what I'm saying? So that make me feel good. But vice versa, if I'm looking at dusty, crusty, I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying?
What in the blue hell?
And I don't judge men, but it's like, look, all men know. Look, all men know if a man is attractive and if a man is ugly. Stop that narrative. I don't judge, man. We all know. If Trey Songz coming here right now, I'm pulling my girl a little closer. Facts.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe not Trey. Maybe like, yeah, maybe like
Yeah.
Trey or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Michael B. Drawn, come here, shorty. You know what I mean? Because we know. You know what I'm saying? Stop that. Like, oh, I don't judge men. It's not in a sexual way, but we know who's attractive and we know who ugly. We know who get bitches and who don't. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, that's just what it is. But yeah, like if I'm dating a girl and I see like you just used to dusty, like that's a turn off for me. It's just
all
like
confidence, really.
facts,
That's really
facts. Yeah,
attractive.
but I can't do it. Like I can't be your first get money nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know what I mean? That's no shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody broke before me. Like that shit is crazy.
That would be weird. You know what's funny? I actually just saw something on Instagram, which was it like was very interesting. It's this guy that said, I can get your girl to cheat, right? And it wasn't like supposed to be taken literal, but what he was just saying is like, look, if you're not taking care of yourself as a man, you're not doing anything, if you're not doing things to make yourself better financially, physically, emotionally, or whatever, he's like, understand females have all these dudes in their DMs, right? And so he was putting up actual like screenshots of him purposely trying to get at girls that had men, and you can tell all of them probably had a man that they were like, yeah, they might have loved him, but he might not really be all that, right? So all of them would like entertain him. So you know what I mean? Like, what's your view on that? Do you think if you're in a relationship, you're just not even entertaining that shit at all? But if your man, let's say your man is just like a regular Joe, like whatever, you know what I mean? He's not rich, but he loves you, he treats you well, works
Go on
hard.
vacation every other year.
He might not physically be the best. He's not 6'2", and you know, a little out of shape or whatever. But then you meet like somebody's in your DMs who is 6'2", in shape, got money as well, and he's just trying to pry you away. How would you respond in that situation?
I just feel like if you're committed, you're committed.
It's great what you're saying, but I just feel like that was proof, right? Like that guy's putting up screenshots and stuff, and these women are still getting entertained somehow, or entertaining him somehow. You know what I mean? Like, can you? I mean, obviously you're also just one person, and you might really be someone that's just like, if I'm in a committed relationship, I'm committed. But you don't think you'd have a wandering eye? Have you ever had a wandering eye being in a relationship?
Well, I've only been in one relationship, so I could only look back at that one relationship.
Yeah.
I didn't have a wandering eye, but I definitely was naive in that relationship. I still think I'm naive in the dating scene, but now that I've been single for a while, if I commit, I commit.
Yeah.
That's
just
how I
feel
look at
like
it.
It's hard. Like,
Why be committed when you're wandering?
yeah, but especially like with social media and the IGs and stuff, right? Where it's just like, yes, you know, he's a hardworking man, he's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? We go on vacation every other year. But you might follow guys that are in Spain this week and fucking Germany that next week, and you know what I mean, Dubai the next week, and they get money, and they in your DMs like, yo, what's up? I'm trying to take you with me. So you have it in your hand. Everything is possible right there. But like you're saying that I would still be like, nah, I'm
Well, the
good.
crazy
I'm
thing
just
is-
chill, and just hang out at the crib, Netflix and popcorn. When you could be in Dubai
I mean,
tomorrow.
everyone's different. I could only speak for myself, especially a lot of girls here in Vegas, the stories I've heard, and nothing wrong with them. That's their freedom, that's their life. Me personally, what I desire, I would much rather be watching Netflix. But part of me, I'm like, I want to experience going to Dubai,
Yeah.
but I could pay for that.
Talk
So
that
you'll
shit.
never let a man, like I guess, be like in your DMs and be like,
Like-
look, fly out. I'll fly you out. You don't have to pay for anything. You've never entertained that ever.
I just believe, no,
Nice.
I've
Independent
actually
woman.
I've
They are
had
in there
that.
though. Yes.
I've had that happen to me where they've asked me, "Hey, can you fly to Mexico?" And I'm just like, that doesn't make me, I'm not really wow about that.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh.
She's a rare breed.
At first, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, no, that's fucking weird.
It's like a thing where like, you know, when you're a bartender or a bottle service girl, like we kind of have these ideas about who they are already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by you saying that, it's kind of like, damn, like, okay, maybe
most
she's
of them
not
do.
a whore. You know what I mean? Maybe she's not, you know what I mean? I'm saying whore. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But like when you go into the mindset, oh yeah, this bitch, you know what I mean? If I give her a certain dollar amount, she gonna do what she do. You know what I'm saying? But so that just goes to show that just because I'm a bottle girl or a bartender doesn't mean that I don't have values, you know what I mean, or beliefs. I'm not flying to go. Like, I don't even know you, stranger. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not getting up no ass either.
So let me ask you something, man. Let's flip the switch on
Talk
it,
to
right?
me.
So like obviously what's crazy is that women have access to that. It's so crazy that a woman can just look like you, right? And get people in their
Yeah, that's
DMs
wild.
talking about I'll fly you out, blah, blah, blah. It don't matter how handsome a man is. Ain't no women are just in the fucking DMs like, yo, let me fly you out to Mexico. Like how would you act in that scenario?
I'm gone.
You said I'm going to Mexico for a show.
But anyway, Shorty say, hey, what you got going on? Nigga, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I think I got a sweatsuit on in the airport.
Oh my god.
Excuse me.
To be in someone's shoes.
Man.
Yeah. No, what's crazy though, but I'm not even lying. I've been in that situation before, bro.
Where,
like
where?
my 20s and my 30s, like I'd have messed with like older women and they done cashing me out.
Sugar mamas.
I'm talking about flights and everything, hotel and everything. I'm not even joking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, I've been there before, bro.
Yeah.
It's OD.
Yeah.
Like you kind of feel like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I just a piece of penis to you?
But my thing is be real with those in that scenario. Most of those women you met in person, right?
Met them in person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're not
Older
just posting pictures on your IG and then
No.
even sugar mamas is not in your DMs like yo daddy was
No, it's they're definitely in person, and they're
Yeah.
definitely like women that are older, that are like master degree and then director of da da da. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that. But like they like want to hang out with me because I make them feel quote unquote young again and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Just make 'em feel
Dancing
young
on the dance floor and shit. Yeah.
Great line right there.
Beating that little thing down too. It's the game. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
Let's see. Let's ask you some questions here. So obviously, you said you were single, whatever the case might be, and you've only had one real relationship, right? So what do you feel like is the main reasons relationships fail? From your point of view, obviously you've only had one, but I'm sure you have friends and you see it all the time. Like, what do you think your view is on that?
Lack of communication.
It
I
always
think I
is.
learned the most from that
Yeah.
relationship.
So what? Okay, so like you said, lack, right? So like, are you guys just not expressing your feelings to each other? Is it something bothers you? You guys aren't putting it in the forefront. Like what does that look like as far as lack of
think it's-
communication?
Everything, like just the people you surround yourself with could play a big role.
Right.
And just at the end of the day, we're all human. So I feel like people aren't comfortable with uncomfortable conversations.
Right.
You know? And
So do you think it's more avoidance that like, I guess in that scenario, right? Like, I don't want to get too much into your past relationship, but like, do you think the lack of communication was just not talking at all, avoidance, or was it more like arguing, like
A
toxic?
mix of both.
Yeah.
I want to say pride.
Yeah.
Also, I was young,
Yeah.
naive.
So
So it's a mix of a lot.
do you think it was a lot more, was it one-sided? Was it coming from both of y'all, or?
Both,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, see, that's
Both.
you know
I'll
what
be
I'm saying? I like
accountable.
that.
Yeah,
I like that.
see?
I like that. Hold yourself
It's
accountable.
always the guy's fault type shit, but she's like,
You did
"Nah,
this,
yeah,
and
I
you did this, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, you have to look back and be like, okay, what did I not do? You know what I
100%.
mean in this relationship, and how can I build on that? Right? You know what I mean? Like, it can't always be like, well, you did this, but for every cause, there's an effect.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
projecting at
Exactly.
that point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my main thing too. I feel like people, when they're arguing, they're always trying to make their point. Both of them are.
Right.
She's trying to make her point. I'm trying to make my point, and we're talking across each other. It's just like you. At some point, you got to realize it's not about who's right, and sometimes that's the issue. Someone always wants to be right, but at what cost? You want to be right so bad, but you're gonna end up losing me, right? Because you want to be right so bad. You're gonna win the battle, but you're gonna lose the war, which is the relationship. You know what I'm saying? It can't be you versus me versus you. It needs to be the problem versus the problem.
Yep.
And we as a team need to work together to get the
Same team.
solution. That's how you're supposed to communicate, but people just can't ever do that. And like you said, like you held yourself accountable. If usually when someone is always thinking they're right, it's always like, nah, like they're not budging until you say you're sorry and you know, prove them that they're right. And there is no right. If you guys are arguing, there's both sides. There's usually always a both sides. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's something drastic, like she cheated on me, then what am I supposed to hold myself accountable for? You know what I mean?
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Share my feelings. I'm listening.
So if she cheats on me, I'm supposed to hold myself accountable for something?
No, no.
Oh, I was about to say, whoa, I want to hear this shit.
But I think everyone cheats for a reason, though.
That's true too.
You know
And
what
maybe
I'm
some
saying?
things light up to it, but I'm saying it still doesn't give. It's not an excuse.
So me, right? Maybe not even in the cheating aspect, but just like, okay, for instance, in the parenting aspect, right? So my main job and what I do, I travel a lot. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes I feel like I will buy my daughter a bunch of things in order to make up for the time that's not spent.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're dating someone in a relationship, you can buy her all the Gucci's and Louis all you want, but
Yeah.
if you're not there and you know what I mean, really
Yeah.
being with her, then what does it amount to? You know what I'm saying? So
Like a
it's the
love
same
language.
concept. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I learned too. That yes, you know, when you're dealing with somebody that's love language, but your children have love languages too.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying? Everyone has a love language.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a different type of love, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I
yeah.
learned about my daughter. Like she likes to cuddle. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
how she likes to go to sleep. So I have to learn that as a man. Like, okay, this is my daughter. This is how she knows Dad love her. It ain't a bunch of shoes, ain't a bunch of
Yeah,
Jordans, ain't the iPad, and ain't nothing. It's
Yeah.
Dad, just come and lay down with me. Dad, park. Let's just go to the park and eat
Yeah.
the ice cream man sandwiches and stuff like that. I'm like,
The
damn.
little
You know
things.
what I'm saying? So it's like with me, I grind, but all she wants is the simple stuff.
Yeah.
Just to go to the park.
Yeah.
Damn, you know what I'm saying? So like it's the same thing that can be applied in relationships. It's
Yeah.
like, yes, like you want to buy her the nice restaurants and everything like that. But just how she said, Netflix with some popcorn. Me and our sweats. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it
Are
should.
you
be.
still watching? No.
Fix it, chill.
Absolutely not.
Honestly, the youth just reminds people how to be more pure and present,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Present. Gotta be
Present.
present.
Yeah.
Gotta be present, bro. That's real. I
Kids
like
just
that.
literally enjoy their lives. They got it easy.
Yeah,
I don't know
they
what
remind
happens.
us.
They
Like once you
every
hang out with
time.
someone 5 years old and you're like, oh my gosh, like you have so much energy and you're
Right.
annoyed, but at the same time you're like, man, I'm kind of jealous.
That's real.
Like, I don't got that energy.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how like something switches from like when a kid is a youth kid and then like they start turning into a teenager into an adult where like when they're young they think they can do anything.
Yes.
Like, anything's possible.
Right.
And then at some point something hits, like life hits, and it's just like I can't be the president. What the fuck am I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like let me go get a job at Albertsons and push some carts. Like this shit's crazy.
So what happens is come 5th, 6th grade, right? These kids start to be around other kids, right?
Yeah.
But no one knows what kind of home everyone is coming from.
That's true.
So it's like the influence about like sex and things like I didn't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm going to school and they tell me, yeah, I did this and that. I'm like, What is that? Oh, well, maybe,
What is that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at home playing video games. They come
What is
seventh
this?
grade, like, hey, talking about
What
booty.
is this right here?
I'm like, okay, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just kind of want to like fit in and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm scared for my daughter as she gets up into the ranks. These other young women, unfortunately, have been exposed to certain things, and now they're at school expressing this and this and that. That's why I never let my daughter go to a sleepover. I don't play that shit.
Yeah,
At all.
man.
0%.
Never go to where?
Sleepover.
A sleepover. We're not playing it unless she a single mom and it's just joint. Boom. But all that brother, dad, I don't play that shit. 0%. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, because that's where a lot of the
I agree.
go on. But yeah, bro, I don't mean to get too deep. You know what I'm saying? Because we going back to me at Stina, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Dana, baby.
It's Stana, baby,
I
man.
keep saying it wrong.
Stina.
Stina.
Yeah.
Stina.
So, all right, here's a good question. What's your biggest turn on and turn off with men?
Yeah, I want to hear this one.
Yeah.
Turn off. Let me start with that.
Oh, she's got a good one.
I don't like judgmental men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like when they gossip.
Mm.
I don't like that.
Can you give us an example?
To me, it's feminine.
So,
energy.
like, when they're gossiping with their other
When they're
boys?
just like talking, like putting someone down.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I look at it as like, we're human. Why are you putting someone down right now?
Got you.
You're bringing someone's energy down.
Like you said.
That's a lot of energy to put someone else's energy down when you don't know what their story is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, there's no other things where someone just gives you the ick and you're like, I'm done.
Manners, maybe like not saying please and thank you and
Yeah.
things like
I
that.
actually used to be big on when someone would open my door.
I'm still big on that. I'm gonna make sure.
Yeah.
I'm big
still do
on
that
that,
too.
but I'm like, okay, it's 2023. I could open my door. He does not like if he's
But there's
holding
certain
on.
No.
There's certain
Like
places.
Target, I'm not opening your motherfucker. I'm like, but at a nice restaurant, yeah, of course, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Open it, make sure you good. Target, get your ass in the car. Stop playing.
That was like my biggest thing, actually.
Yeah.
I've calmed down from that.
Right.
Yeah.
Biggest turn on when someone does open my door.
Mhm.
I like acts of services. So when someone does something for me
Right.
without me asking, I love that.
Right.
That's dope.
Or when someone takes initiative.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Like,
men
I don't
should
like,
always
I,
do
I
that.
hate to ask.
Right.
So when you do something that you know I need,
But sometimes, like with men, though, I feel like sometimes you have to be.
I
kinda
know.
direct.
I think I'm learning that right now.
Like you have to
We
be because
spent a whole
we're
podcast talking about it.
we're robots.
We are.
I'm learning how to be more vocal. And
But-
to me, that's being
yeah.
aggressive. And I don't like to be too
No.
aggressive.
Be confrontational because I'm confrontational. I'm gonna let you know.
But sometimes I'm 0 to 100.
I mean,
That cancer.
It's a cancer
Cancer, y'all.
thing.
yeah.
Oh, so
Like I'll be quiet and
Probably
all of a
cancer.
sudden I'll be like, ah.
your emotions just hit.
See,
100.
but that's
Yeah.
you like, that's you like, you know what I'm saying, like holding stuff in though, right? So like I said, I'm confrontational. Immediately when you have me fucked up, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna be like, hey, you beautiful and I love you, but right here is when you have me fucked up. And let's talk about that. You know what I mean? We ain't gotta argue about it. It's just me expressing myself, let you know you might have hurt my feelings, or you might have made me feel a certain way. But I'm big on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't nothing build.
Honesty. I like honesty.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of women will say, oh, I want a man that's honest and I know how to talk, you know, blah, blah, blah. But when you get him, are you going to know what to do with him? Like when he's actually can express himself to you?
I feel like I'm at that level
Yeah.
of maturity too. Like it's gonna be a hard pill to swallow, but I'm like, I respect you telling me the truth over you lying to me.
yeah,
Real shit.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's gonna take a couple days to just marinate.
Right.
Like let me marinate how that affected me,
Yeah, exactly.
and then I'm gonna chill out and then
Yeah.
respect you even more.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's a big turn on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like are you one of those people that expect men to read your mind?
I feel like I used to be.
Yeah.
Know what
You know what I'm talking about? Like when like you text them something, whatever he asked, because like we said, we're very logical. We ask how you doing, you say you're good, we believe you. But if you're like that kind of person's like, well, you should have known by how I texted you're good, I'm not good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was definitely like that
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah. So now you're more direct and you're honest, and
Yeah.
men doesn't have to read
A
your
little
mind.
too direct, yeah.
This is
too
good
direct.
though. You know what I'm saying? I want people to be.
Give us an example. How can you be too direct?
If my breath stinks, say your breath stink. You know what I'm saying? You need to tighten that up. I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Let me go handle that real quick. That's how direct I am with women too. Don't care how if them breath, if them feet ashy, shorty.
I hate feet.
With the heels on? Oh yeah, he don't like feet.
I don't even like feet.
But shorty with the heels on with the ashy feet, shorty, come here. Come on now. Stop you looking crazy.
I'm about to throw up on the set. So nasty.
You a gang member? You said on the set. Oh, on this set.
Oh,
No, I
man.
don't know what you was talking about. My
Gang banging on the ass and shit. No. Do you have anything like that? Like obviously, like I hate feet.
X. What is your
Is
X?
there
Talk
anything?
to me about
Is there a
your
body
X.
part you don't
They
really?
definitely have to be clean. I'm very picky about if their house or nails or car, if it's dirty, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie,
immediately.
I'm gonna
no.
judge.
Yeah, immediately no.
But
I'm a
are
little
you
shallow
dirty?
when it comes to that.
But are you dirty?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Sometimes.
I have OCD like crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So all your stuff is always neat and clean.
Yeah, I have a label maker, I have a laminator. I'm very OCD.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Right.
She
That's
laminates
dope.
everything.
Mine, which is real. Like you, but you value being clean.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
I value being clean. You know what
100%.
I'm saying? Like, and we have our days where we do our self-care as a man,
Yeah.
which is legit, right? Someone might call it spicy, but there's a day where, but there's literally a day where I'll go get my car washed.
Yeah.
I'll go get my nails, you know what I'm saying? With the woo, and I'll go get me a haircut.
Yeah.
And buy some fresh white tees.
100%.
That's self-care for a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Legit. You know what I mean? But I wish more women would understand that. Like, oh, he's spicy. I'm like, what do you expect? I'm chopping wood all day? No. You know what I'm saying? I like to look good. I got a little facial routine I do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody should be taking care of themselves. Like I said, it's
Take
for the
care
better
of
purpose. Everybody should be trying to be their best version of themselves. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I think it's the best way to kind of break it down. Like you said, men
100%.
can take care of themselves as well. It's not just how women pamper themselves. Men need to take care of themselves as well. You know,
Please.
sure, 100%.
Yes.
So then, all right. So let me ask you this, right? As far as the male region, right? Shaved or not shaved? Hair or no? Hair or no hair? Let me know.
Here we go. Here come the questions now.
Shaved.
Shaved.
For sure.
That's what I'm
1,000%.
saying.
1,000%. Why?
No,
He was like,
no,
I got a bald eagle, y'all.
I thought you said you like a little bit something there.
Yeah, well, for the
Oh,
girl,
women.
yeah,
Oh,
women, yeah. For me, no, I'm baldy. You know
Oh,
what
no,
I'm
you
saying?
got to, man.
Yeah, I'm Michael Jordan.
oh,
Game
wow.
6 championship, 1998.
That's all bad. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, for women though, yeah, little grow back. You know what I mean? At number 2, when you line it up and everything, that shit lit. I like
That's
it.
crazy. So, have you ever stopped talking to a guy because like the sex wasn't good? Like the first time. First impressions usually are everything, right? So,
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
What
You have?
doing?
Yeah.
how does that usually go? Like, I know you. Do you ever like talk to your girlfriends about it and stuff, and be like,
That shit
"Yeah, I had to stop talking to this motherfucker because his dick was trash."
I feel like everyone has that group chat,
Mhm.
but I'm pretty private with
Yeah.
my personal life.
Okay.
Even with my best friends.
Yeah. Oh wow. I had to keep everything kind of.
Yeah, because you just never know.
Never know.
Yeah, I don't know. Sex is important to me.
Yeah, it
It's
should.
how
be.
you express yourself.
Of course, 100%.
Even if you're having fun, you're at that moment of having fun,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And sometimes it's intentional from the other person, and
Right.
they're just like being sloppy at that moment.
Yeah.
And you're
But
just
I feel like, especially like our first encounter, I don't know you, you don't know me, right? There might be certain things that I'm used to and certain things you're used to,
right.
right? So it's like, of course, off the first link, we not really talking about what we like and what we don't like. So
Yeah.
it
Right.
might be bad. In my mind, I'm thinking this is gonna be bad because I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of might have to give somebody a second chance, unless it's just terrible, like a bad kisser, you know what I mean, or just no motion.
Oh, that's what it
Bad
was.
Bad kissing.
kissers.
Was that specific
That's
scenario?
my ick. That is my ick for sure.
Was that the specific scenario why you
That
stopped
is
talking to
my
that guy? Like he wasn't like a good kisser?
Yeah.
Was that what made the sexual experience not as good?
Once you're a bad kisser, I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Why would I?
Feel that.
I feel that too.
Why?
That's real.
Yeah. kissing is so important. I think it sounds like it's almost
It's
like
foreplay.
It is.
I feel like you need to get a woman aroused first, in my
sure.
opinion.
Let me ask you, Marcus, are you like a kisser though in bed though? Like, are you?
I be kissing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how some guys just want to fuck and just go raw dog
Nah,
with
I be
it,
kissing.
and they're not even trying to kiss their partner.
kissing.
Yeah, I like. For me, it turns me on
I
more.
like grabbing her face too.
Yeah, man, you gotta do all that shit.
here.
Yeah, he's like, come here.
Come here. But I'm big on do not leave with tongue. Shorty got me fucked up.
Do not what?
Don't leave with tongue. We're gonna peck it, then go into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people
Don't
just throw that
just
shit all in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, ah, damn, like.
That's just how vibes go too.
Yeah, I
know
feel
what I
you,
mean?
but just let's just peck 3-4 times and then we go into the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You gotta have
let's warm it
a
up.
little bit of rhythm, man. That's
The rhythm. Yeah,
You
I
gotta-
mean,
you gotta
the
rock with the
rhythm.
rhythm.
That's a fact.
what I'm saying. Everybody's different, unless they just.
Everybody different.
Well, one time I had an undertaker.
What does that mean?
A
Well,
what?
this girl fucking was kissing me, bro. Listen, she was kissing me, and she was. My eyes is closed. Do you guys kiss with your eyes open? No, right?
You know what's crazy? I think when I was 21, I stopped doing that.
Okay.
Because Shorty was like, why the fuck are your eyes open?
Yeah, that shit
Imagine kiss somebody and they're like this.
Yeah. So listen, man. I'm like kissing this girl. We're possibly about to hook up or whatever. I'm kissing her. My eyes are closed, and I realize, like, you know, what the hell's going on here? Like, she was a bad kisser, first of all.
Yeah.
But I just felt like something weird was happening. So I opened my eyes. You know what I saw?
Looking
Like
right
the
dead at
Undertaker.
you, yeah.
She was going like this.
Oh, no,
Eyes
shit.
rolled back and shit.
Ain't no fucking way.
She did the Undertaker. I was like, what the fuck?
Ain't no fucking way.
That shit's crazy.
Get out.
That's
Not
just all
meaning
bad,
it. Yeah.
So yeah, kissing is very important. You know what I mean?
Extremely.
Yeah. Let's get into one more question. Two more
Alright.
questions.
One more question.
All right.
Producer said-
Last question here for
Fuck
Christina.
there.
Great show so far. Do nice guys finish last? Let's get your view on this. What I mean by that is, like, you know how they say, because he brought up a point one time about like what a nice guy is. I'm talking about, like, do good guys usually? I think good guys probably a better word. Do good guys finish last?
1,000%. Yes.
And why is that? Because aren't you looking for a good guy? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's the end goal. That's what women desire, right?
Yeah.
But me personally, you asking me that question,
Yeah.
yes, it's how you're treated.
So
Be
it,
nice, right?
well, no, but then I'm
Not
saying,
disrespectful.
but that's what I'm saying. Do they finish last? You know, like the whole thing is like girls want good guys, but they rather have the assholes. Like me personally, I've noticed whenever I'm like an asshole, not like in the sense of like I'm just cheating on bitches or whatever, but whenever I'm like kind of a jerk and I come off like an asshole and I'm not really trying to do some like, I don't know, like open doors and stuff like that, which I usually do when I'm pursuing a woman, right? But I'm not doing those things. You know what I'm saying? Girls seem to like me more and more inclined to fall in love with me or some shit, right? But when I am a good guy and I'm opening the doors and I pay the bills, you know, for dinner or whatever, and just do all the right things, buy you flowers, blah, 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 those girls always seem to just like wander off.
Women want bad boys that do good things. You can't be generally just a nice guy that, oh, I like you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, women want to make sure that you're still able to put her in her place and da-da-da.
Yeah.
But you can also capable of doing good things. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I think as long as you're yourself and you're kind, have a little sarcasm, have your personality, you're going to finish last.
Interesting.
If you try so hard to have so much pride because all your boys are doing that, or that's the stigma of bad boys,
Yeah.
then you're obviously not being authentic to yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
feel you.
When you say finish last, are you saying it in a good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
Okay, so that's why I'm confused, because it's technically supposed to be a bad way. When they say a guy finishes last, that means that they never, you know what I mean? Like, they rather have a bad boy. That's why I was confused by what you were saying. But I get where you're coming from now. You want a good guy.
Yeah.
Got you. Rare. Anyways, that's our time for today.
Yeah.
We could have went forever with Christina.
We want to thank our guests for coming through. Shout out Christina, Tyler, really the gang.
Thanks for having me.
You know what I'm saying?
It was fun. It was fun.
Everybody clap
Yeah.
that shit up. Clap that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That
Once
shit is-
again, make sure you guys follow us at the YouTube, the Kickback Vegas. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on the DMs on the IG if
Fact.
you want to be a guest. And send us questions to ask us and things of that nature. Once again, we appreciate y'all. This is the Kickback. We'll see you at the next one.
Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunnat ge förut. Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för det baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig.